Do you agree with him when he targets the minorities, the Muslims, his attack on what he calls Miyas? Do you
Okay.
endorse that?
But we can see that some of the Muslims do also support him. I think he is not against the Muslims. I mean, he is against some immigrants that flew to Assam from Bangladesh. I think. So that's the reason. The continuous immigration should be stopped. Like if there is a water is coming from to a land and we are driving it, sweeping it off, but still it's coming, then there's no point. So first it should be stopped by making proper borders, and then the ones who are not from here, they do not have the NRC or the proper documentation, they must be sent back to where they belongs to, and that's it, how it should be done.
Where do you see Himanta Biswa Sarma going from here? I mean, is it the highest position he has gotten to, or do you expect him to go higher?
If he don't have that communication barrier, then
I
he
think
can be the next PM,
PM,
of India.
I always hoping for he have to become the PM of India. But if he become PM of India, he have to change himself.
Himanta Biswa Sarma has three qualities. Number one is telling lies in front of general people. Number second is his smile, which make all forget his wrong actions. Number three is his cunningness.
Do you also think politics is being played over Zubin Garg's death?
Yes, to some extent it is played, but as they have said that it should not be the matter of politics. Zubin Garg murder case, or what case we also do not know, but CM has said that it was a murder. So he should not make such statement regarding that, because that is the duty of the judiciary and the police administration to investigate. So he should not मतलब उस मैटर को उनको पॉलिटिक्स में लाना ही नहीं चाहिए था फ्रॉम माय पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू.
उसने बोला था कि इलेक्शन से पहले अगर जुबिन गार्ग को न्याय नहीं दिया तो बीजेपी को कोई वोट नहीं देगा. इलेक्शन सामने है, 9 तारीख को इलेक्शन है. आज तक जुबिन गार्ग का कोई मामला नहीं आया.
Please don't bring Zubin Garg to politics. He is beyond politics, and there is no such requirement for Amiu Zubin, Moyu Zubin release. There is no requirement for Zubinok 100 দিনৰ ভিতৰত ন্যায় দিম. And I also request the opposition, there is no need to mention Zubin Garg's justice in your manifesto. You can't give justice.
Hello, this is DK Singh. Assam is going to the polls on the 9th, and the youth are going to play a decisive role. They constitute 35% of the total voters. That's why I'm here on the Dibrugarh University campus to find out what's playing on their minds just a few days before the polls. Hi.
Hi, myself Anvisha Chaudhary. And
What do you do?
I'm pursuing my masters from Political Science Department, Dibrugarh University.
Tell us what's playing on your mind.
So Assam politics is always very dynamic since the beginning. It has shifted from lots of hands, but now since 2016, it's been governed by BJP, and it's running quite well till now. So very interested to cast our first vote for the Legislative Assembly.
Oh, so you are Himanta Biswa Sarma's fan?
Can't call it as a fan because he's a political leader, and whoever sitting on the chair must be respected. So that's all respect. It doesn't matter who the personality is. It's just the respecting the chair and the dignity.
What do you like about his governance? Especially tell me how he has changed your life. What have you got from his government?
So since 2016, we can see there are various shifts, like there are various changes from the trade or the roadways. The transportation has become much more easier because of the construction of different flyovers and bridges, and even how the trade has increased. And it's a very interesting thing that we can notice that the distance between Assam and New Delhi is equals to the distance between Assam and Thailand. So Assam has lots of potential for its growing economy. So for this, we have seen our Chief Minister has repeatedly worked hard for that by investing by the different capitalist companies. And so this, we are really very much excited to see him ruling more.
And to top it all, you also get a stipend from this government,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
How much is that? Can you tell us about that?
We get the postgraduate students do get 2,500 rupees as the Nijut Moina Asoni. This is for the females, and also the boys get 2,500 rupees as a Babu Asoni.
Is that enough to take care of all your expenses here?
Because the students who are living in their hostels, for them it becomes very easier. But we in university, we do have also who are living as a PG, that is a paying guest or the rent. So for them it's maybe not sufficient, but definitely 2,500 is a very huge amount for a student.
What's your mess bill?
I do live out, so it's like
Okay.
6,500 rupees. So
And guys, you guys are staying in hostel, right?
Yes.
What's the mess bill here?
2000.
So 2,500 if you are getting per month, it's more than enough, right?
yes,
What a mess.
for the maths.
Yes.
For the and for the rest, I don't know what all you have, but
Yes.
okay. Can I have your name, please?
Yes, I am Manojyoti Hazarika from the Department of English here in Dibrugarh University. I feel that the current BJP government is doing well, but of course, no government can be perfect. Every government has its flaws. But particularly, I think Himanta Biswa Sarma has done a very good job. And I think in the current political climate, we need charismatic characters in politics. And Himanta Biswa Sarma, he's a very charismatic character. I think he's a strong character. He has a strong face. And I think what has happened is Himanta Biswa Sarma, being the CM of Assam, has put Assam on the map in a way. I think. Because what he has done is he has turned Assam into a gateway to the northeast, and he has brought a lot of development in the northeast. I'll have to say, because in other states of the northeast there are ILP, inner line permit, and they are very isolated. I'll have to say, but that is their own personal choice. But what has Himanta Biswa Sarma done is he has made Assam a very open state of the northeast. So there a lot of capitalist investments are coming into the northeast as well. I'll have to say, but there are negative sides to it as well. So no government can be perfect, and Himanta Biswa Sarma is also not a perfect CM. He has his flaws, and I think
What are his flaws?
I think he can be too light sometimes. I feel he can be too light sometimes, and I think all these Asonis, Nizud Moina, Nizud Babu, they are they are, of course, they are good. Students get these and it helps them, but sometimes what happens is they can feel like handovers. Sometimes I think in society people need to work, and if they get these handovers, even before Congress, they sometimes gave away free rice, free combals, something like that, free blankets, something like that. So when you give freebies, I think it makes the population a bit lazy, I feel. Therefore the population needs to be a certain structure needs to be made, that the population get the opportunity to work, but they also have to actually work. They do not get freebies. That is my personal opinion. Yes.
But you guys love it.
Yes,
As long as
but
coming on your.
I personally do not get the 2,500.
Okay.
That is,
How come?
I think for the boys there is an income limit. I guess there's an income limit. You have to show income certificate for the boys.
Oh, so you are too rich to get it. So,
So not like that. Not like that. But I'll have to also say that I'm not rich. But I think for many students, the 2,500 is very helpful. So if they get it, it is helpful. But sometimes that can have a negative impact as well. The mentality could be the freebie mentality. But here we have seen that BJP, they give money to a lot of people to come to the election, or they give a lot of free monies, free salt, free rice, etc. And I think that the freebies can that can hamper the mentality of the people. I feel that yes. So,
but is that going to affect your voting choice?
I do not think so. I think that that is just an opinion. But I think personally, I feel that at this moment in Assam, I think BJP is the best option. With all its flaws, I think it is the best option. Personally, it is my personal opinion. Anyone can think differently.
Okay, so you tell me, can I have a name, please?
Yes, myself Dimple Das from Department of Political Science. I'm pursuing masters here.
Okay, so we have heard a lot about infrastructure development, Himanta Biswa Sarma's vision and all that. Do you agree with him when he targets the minorities, the Muslims, his attack on what he calls Miyas?
Okay.
Do you endorse that?
But we can see that some of the Muslims do also support him. I think he is not against the Muslims. I mean, he is against some immigrants that flew to Assam from Bangladesh, I think. So that's the reason maybe he don't support some of the Muslims. But overall, they are too the citizens of India. So he have to work for the welfare of the state and make policy.
So when he says, when you have a Miya rickshaw wala, don't pay him as much as he wants and don't give him that much, do you do that?
So can you repeat?
See, if there is a Miya rickshaw wala or a Miya auto wala, Himanta Biswa Sarma doesn't want you to pay him the full money, full fare. Would you do that?
No, that's not rational, I do think, from my point of view. Yeah.
What do you like about the CM?
He, see, everyone has their limitations and pros and cons of their doings. But he, as the CM of Assam, has done very much to our state, from infrastructure wise or economic wise, from educational wise. We as a student of, we as a students, we do get money that's they are saying the schemes of Nijut Moina Nijut Babu, and I think that he is doing that for because that is his job, matlab. He's doing for the welfare of the state, and to some extent he's doing his best from my point of view.
What about Gaurav Gogoi, the Congress's face? What is your assessment of him as a leader? Is he
He-
capable of turning around things in Assam?
Yes, everyone, the political leaders do have their own perspective on doing things from their own way. So he is also a good leader, and recent in Jorhat also he do get the majority vote and won. So yes, he can also lead.
But
some.
he won't get your vote.
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
But as a student of pol science, we do have to think rationally and vote in favor of any political leader which we think that they can do more better.
So basically, what you're saying is, when I ask you what's playing on your mind, just a few days before the elections, you're talking about the development works done by Himanta Biswa Sarma,
Yes.
and of course the monthly stipend is given. I mean, I'm not talking about that, but larger thing is you think he is working in the interest of the state.
Yes.
Yeah. आप बताइए मतलब क्या आपके दिमाग पे क्या प्ले कर रहा है? What's playing on your mind now?
Myself, Lokenjyoti Soikia from Department of Political Science, a student of MA. Assam State Legislative Assembly is closely near. It's a choice of our democratic citizens to choose our leader, choose our representatives, whose choice our issues is. I think in this election, I need change because of our current government talk about to give Jiban Prerona, but they don't talk about to give our employment. How it will give our प्रेरणा? If हम ग्रेजुएट होके घर में बैठे रहेंगे तो हमको कैसे प्रेरणा देंगे? नाम का प्रेरणा रखने से कुछ नहीं होगा. मेरे मतलब ऐसे ही है. और
So I think you're not getting your monthly stipend, are you?
पैसा सही है, but they talk about the development, but don't talk about the inclusive development. They talk about the women asli like Orunodoy, but they don't talk about the women representatives. In these elections, only 8 women give ticket from the BJP party. They talk about women
Reservation.
empowerment, but they don't talk about the women representation. How in this scenario, how women issues it will be presented in our state legislative assembly? It's a big question, and every citizen should remind this from getting good in any political parties or any leaders.
What's your view?
I'm Utpaljyoti Bora, a master degree student from Department of Chemistry. So, in a democratic country, the people ambition, people needs should be properly represented in the assembly or any other governmental organization. But when BJP government came into power in 2016, they not come into power for talking these freebies. They came into power for talking about immigration problem of Assam. They are talking about land right of our people. But they in back 2016 they talk about immigration, they talk about land right, but now they are giving land of tribal belts to the capitalists. They are giving only freebies, and no such remarkable work in the core sectors like education, health, etc. People are dying without facility of hospitals. People are not studying well in the universities. There is no such good remarkable work on research and development, etc. We can understand that 2,500 rupees or 2,000 rupees students are getting is needed, or it's good for our student fraternity. But if in the primary school there are no teachers for teaching us, how can we came to university and got those freebies? For getting these freebies, we have to study well in the primary school, we have to study well in the high school. But in the high school, in the primary school, there are problem of flood. Schools are closed for a month due to flood, but there are no such good work in case of flood. They talk about Brahmaputra Khanan, etc. But they don't do that. Like when Assam welcomes Indian cricket player, Australian cricket player, they sedate the Borolu to don't show the pollution. But they have to work on the larger interest of people. We need to get rid of immigration problem. The government, the current ministers, or some of the current ministers are also same leaders who signing Assam Accord. And they are the ministers of Assam Accord implementation, but they do not implement Assam Accord. When it's come to tribalization, they came a new concept of STV, which are not even in constitution. So I request our government, if they came into power again, please do that thing our constitution given right to you. Don't try to change the constitution. Don't try to change the basic structure of the constitution. It's against our democracy. So democracy comes first, and after democratic election, if they get power, I don't know who get power, because my vote is not only decisive factor. And in my legislative assembly, since our democracy is a representative democracy, so I am not going to vote for any party. I am going to vote for my representative. I will ensure who will represent me, and I have to decide between 3 or 4 candidates who are more needed to our assembly. So I can decide which party will come into power. But I can only request them, whether are you coming into power, please do what you write in your manifesto, not do larger interest of people. Freebies are cannot given all the lifetime. You can give student 2,500 per month only for 24 months when they are pursuing master degree. But after pursuing master degree, if there is no job creation, if there is no industrialization, they can't get any 2,500 rupees, and their family not going to proud of them, because 2,500 rupees is a small portion of the expenditure the family taken care of there. So the dream must be stay, and for the dream to stay, we have to create jobs. We have to create entrepreneurship mindset.
Is that happening in Assam now?
Currently, I can say it's not happening, because they are giving some scheme for women empowerment, like Orunodoy. They are giving some entrepreneurship freebies also. But after women getting 10,000 rupees as freebies for empowerment, they are not expend it for empowerment. They expend it for their child cloth. They expend it for bihu, pitha banwa, that's rice. So the expenditure they are expected is not. So if they taken any scheme, they have to taken care of the implementation. We have not only government, we have also our bureaucrats. So they have to use our bureaucrats in a proper way, where the scheme they have taken are well implemented and well taken care of our people. And we don't have only master degree student, only college going student in Assam. We have 3 crore plus people in Assam, and some of them are not even trying to go to school. They are child laborers. Who can give the Jibon Perona, who can give the Nizut Moina to their child laborers? So these are the big.
On a scale of, now that you have so many questions, on a scale of 1 to 10, how many marks would you give to Himanta Biswa Sarma for what he has done in the last 5 years?
See, in a scale, it is difficult to give number to our government. So they are in power. They have the constitutional power. But as my personal opinion, if I have to give some ratings to them, I will say they are average. I'm
Like
not
what, 4, 5?
5, 6.
5, 6, okay.
So they can do well, and we are expecting them to do well.
What do you think about Gaurav Gogoi?
See, Gaurav Gogoi is a very youth leader. In Assam politics, he just came in the picture. And in these days, from the last year, we can see him on our state medias a lot of time. So first word after I see him in media is come to mind. He's very calm. He's very cool. In Assamese, we call Sthitopoigyo, and he's that type of personality. Against him, there are many narratives are coming these days. His Pakistan link, his wife, his children.
Do you guys believe that, by the way? All of
No,
you?
I don't think if a person going to Pakistan, if he is going to Pakistan with proper documentation, proper visa, it should not be discussed. I am going to America, I am going to Australia. Have you discussed it? No, na. If Gaurav Gogoi, you discuss about Gaurav Gogoi only because he contests in election. So Pakistan from India, there is no only one person who going to Pakistan. There are many person who going to Pakistan every year. So talk about them also, if you're talking about Gaurav Gogoi.
Okay, what's on your mind?
My name is Gautam Sunal, and I am pursuing political science, masters in political science. As development politics is matter, we are also concerned about the political culture. Over the year, it has been degrading, and the political morality, which shows representative to voice people's problem. But we have seen that in the assembly debate, the representative talk about only personal matters, like who kiss whom. These things are not people's choice. They only talk about means they only talk about personal matters. So
So, still, let me ask you, over the last 10 years,
yes.
what kind of changes have you seen taking place in Assam? Are there substantive, important developments happening? What kind of change have you noticed?
Yeah, it is the government job to make changes, whether in infrastructure, education, health, whatever. This is the responsibility of government. But
Has it happened?
yes, it is happening.
Yes, sir.
Also, we are also concerned about the political culture and the political morality that should be maintained.
Can you be specific? What is this political culture? Like, what has gone wrong with that? Something has gone wrong?
Yes, we have seen the communal violence is day by day upbringing in Assam, which was not in case in the previous
In the
decade.
previous decade.
Yes.
And who do you hold responsible for this?
I don't want to say particularly, but we have observed that.
Is it a planned one? Is it spontaneous one? This communal violence, when you talk about, is increasing.
Yes.
Do you see a deliberate attempt to trigger it? Why is it happening in your view?
It's a kind of driving, peop- means driving people from the main issues.
No, but who is causing this?
You can see it.
No, I can't see. I'm not even from here. You have to tell me.
I don't want to say particularly. But
Okay.
We have observed that.
All right, yeah. What about you?
I'm Himanta Biswa. So I would not just go deeper into like the criticism or of the current government but as being from the background of engineering, as I'm an engineering student.
You're doing BTech, right?
Yes, BTech. So for me, what really matters, I don't want to talk about either which government, but what matters for me is that like there should be entrepreneurship, right? For today's world, if we compare, we do not have to just be stuck in all these things like happening, like what is happening between but for me what matters is like there should be employment and there should be advantage of new entrepreneurship schemes and startups which are supported by the government, as without the startups how can the employment come, because only relying on the government should not be the scenario of the students, right? So we have to come out and we have to do something, start with this, and for that we need support. So if the support is coming from government, then obviously the government is doing good. And also if for the students, and as being from the Dibrugarh, what I would like to say, that I do not would like to support or like blindly support, but what I'm telling is you can see yourself, like for being Dibrugarh, living here, I can see so many administrative changes have come, as you can recently see in the news that Dibrugarh has been announced the second capital of Assam. So I think not only that, and there is also a big major boost in the port and shipping. There is development that is being done in Dibrugarh, as there would be a port inaugurated. There already has been inaugurated a port where the boat shipping would come from Kolkata to Dibrugarh. So all this infrastructure and development is not my personal opinion, but you can see. So like if these things are happening, and also road infrastructure, there's a stadium construction. Also that means that we are not limited to certain things which we once expected, but it is coming to reality. If I can see that, then obviously it's a good choice.
So basically, as I've gathered, almost all of you think that things are changing here. Development is taking place, right?
In the last 10 years, there should be difference. 10 years cannot be constant. We are the good works this government had done earlier. We are supporting that. They have taken care of our road infrastructure. They give anything to our ports and shipping industry because the Minister of Union Cabinet, Sarvananda Sonowal, is from Assam. So he will do that. So the good things they are doing, but they have more capability. If a person is sitting in a CM chair, it might be Himanta Biswa Sarma, it might be Gaurav Gogoi. But if you are getting a seat of the state highest power, you are getting the seat of chief minister. So you have the capability to do for the well-being of the people. But if you are busy in the communal rights, if you are busy in the narrative making process, if you got the CM post for 5 years, and you are CM of Assam, not BJP, not Congress, not AGP, not any political party. So I think for that 5 years, they should get rid of the political parties, the political background they came from. They have to think about all the Assamese people, whether they're voting for BJP, whether they're voting for Congress, all are voting for Assam.
So, how many of you endorse this politics of polarization which is being played so blatantly in brazenly?
So,
So, this entire thing about illegal immigrants, kind of they are responsible for everything that has gone wrong for Assam. Do you agree with that? And what do you think? With this entire talk about pushing them out, push the Miyas out, are they simple political rhetoric, or is there some truth in it? No.
From 1979 to 1985, the Assam agitation has been taking place. During that time, there was no BJP, no Himanta Biswa Sarma, no such politics against the Mia. This was just pure idea to protect the land, to protect the indigenous people's right of Assam. And for that, we have even lost 850 martyrs. On their name, on their remembrance, we would like to continue this. And definitely, the land is not for all, the land is for the one who belongs to it.
So, how do you drive them out? You will just take a few lakh. What do you estimate? How many millions of these illegal immigrants are here?
First of all, the continuous immigration should be stopped. Like if there is a water is coming from to a land and we are driving it, sweeping it off, but still it's coming, then there's no point. So first it should be stopped by making proper borders, and then the ones who are not from here, they do not have the NRC or the proper documentation, they must be sent back to where they belongs to, and that's it, how it should be done.
Do you agree?
I think it is a very complicated question. I think immigration, I think there are two sides to it. As you can see from the other states of the Northeast, you can see in Mizoram. Recently, I went to Mizoram. There is ILP. And, I think I noticed that most of the population is indigenous. But here in Assam, you can see it is a melting pot, sort of melting pot. There are not only Miyas, but there are also people from other states of India as well. I think that has its advantages and disadvantages as well. By making the state more open, I think you create more opportunities for entrepreneurship and development. But also there is also the thing that how it can affect our culture, because now even in Dibrugarh, we can see that when you go to the markets, we see that there are lots of not only these Miyas, but there are also people from other states of India as well. And now the question here, it is a very complicated question. Which do you prefer? I think your cultural heritage. Do you isolate the state in a way to protect the cultural heritage, or do you allow them in to develop? But I think the illegal immigration should be stopped. I think people from other states of India, they coming in it is a bit okay. But I think I do not think we can drive away the Miyas who are here right now. I think they have become the part of the state. They are now here, and now driving away, it will cause even more violence. And I don't think that the answer is violence. But I think the illegal immigration should be stopped from Bangladesh. Yes.
Well, by the way, I have been talking to all of you. I have not heard the name Modi from anyone as yet. What's happening here? Is he not the main vote catcher of the BJP here?
Yes, I think Himanta Biswa Sarma, he is the main.
So he is
for
bigger
the
than-
BJP. For BJP,
So he is
Himanta Biswa
bigger than Prime Minister Modi in Assam.
He is the main character here.
Where do you see Himanta Biswa Sarma going from here? I mean, is it the highest position he has gotten to, or do you expect him to go higher?
Go higher, yes.
As what?
I don't know, but I think he can go higher. He has a capability, I think.
So where high means what exactly?
If you don't have that communication barrier, then
I
he
think
can be the next PM,
PM,
of India.
You want him to be the next Prime Minister of
Definitely.
India?
Yes.
He or
PM
Yogi.
from our state will be very good.
Just
He or
because
Yogi.
he is from your state, or because he has those capabilities?
Yeah,
in
I
his
think
state?
he has both. I
Capability.
think he has the capabilities, and he's from our state as well. So I think
So when you say he has the capabilities to become the next PM, what are those capabilities like? Can you give me a few examples?
The only problem that can be found to him, that is his communication barrier. Yeah, that's the only problem till now. But what Assam was, Assam is in Northeast. Assam, even people from many states, do not even know where is Northeast. Is Northeast a part of nation India? is Assam is a part of Northeast, that this type of question revolves. But when CM like Himanta Biswa Sarma has stood up so strong that people, everyone knows what Assam is famous for.
You think he is the next PM material, right?
Yeah, PM.
All of you think that?
I think as an Assamese, I always hoping for he have to become the PM of India. But if he become PM of India, he have to change himself. He have to change himself before becoming a PM, because India is democratic, not autocratic, and he is one of our chief minister. We love him as a people, as a dynamic leader. We love him. There is no second thought on it. But as a CM, you have other ministers also. In the morning, our education minister says our HSLC result will be given on that day, and evening he posts another date, and result will announce on the another date. So if you can do everything, then if he became prime minister, there is no union cabinet. There is PM of office only. In the central government, we have not seen like that. Modi is a face to the BJP government. Due to his face, BJP came into power in 2014. This is the truth of the 2014 election. But Amit Shah is equally powerful. Rajnath Singh is equally powerful. Rajnath Singh can take the decision on defense. Amit Shah can take the decision on home ministry. And our education minister can take the decision of education sector.
I'm not sure whether you are helping their cause, but anyway, carry on.
But so in Assam, the scenario is totally different. The people who are close to Himanta Biswa Sarma will get the ticket. The people who are in BJP from old days are not given the ticket. They are exiting the BJP. The leader for which Congress is known on their powerful periods from 2001 to 2015-16. This time, Proyudut Bordoloi, Bhupen Bora, they are quitting Congress and joining
No, but
BJP.
somebody was telling me that, it's a different party we are talking about. No, the ruling party is called ConJP.
Yes. It's and when in the
All Congress based, new Congress.
for example, in the Dispur LSE, the seat, Dispur seat, the member who is named Joyanto Das, he is now taking part in the election as independent candidate. He is one of the sure member of BJP panel this time. And that next day before.
Okay, yeah. So we have read a lot and heard a lot about all this. I'm not getting into that. You wanted to say something about Himanta as the Prime Minister candidate.
I think our Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has three qualities. Number one is telling lies in front of general people. Number second is his smile, which make all forget his wrong actions. Number three is his cunningness. उसने बोला था कि इलेक्शन से पहले अगर जुबिन गार्ग को न्याय नहीं दिया तो बीजेपी को कोई भूत नहीं देगा. इलेक्शन सामने है, 9 तारीख को इलेक्शन है. आज तक जुबिन गार्ग का कोई मामला नहीं आया हमारे
You guys
सामने.
are classmates, right? Okay, do you fight there? No. Okay, all right. So coming to Zubin Garg, I want to discuss this. Now, you can also join in. You're totally isolated there. Singapore coroner says there is no foul play, and it was an accidental death. Now I see all parties here, from BJP to Congress, BJP government constituted an SIT to look into it. Congress has promised that within 100 days will bring justice. Why do you people, or is it that people have doubts about the reason for his death here? I mean, among you, when you talk about Zubin Garg and justice,
Yes.
why do you think there was some foul play?
I don't want to say from the Singapore judgments, but here, why people doubt? You ask about that. Why people are doubting about that? You see that the permanent executive or administration, who hold the administration, that is the state government. So all the evidence that given to the judiciary, it's all are in the hand of the administration. So people are doubting now about the foul play, or was it a kind of planning?
What do you think?
No, I would not say regarding this, because what I would say, I have no idea, but I have to say that there could have been foul play, because if such a such a legend, such a person who is the face of the Assam could it could have been better if like more preventive measures or more care could have been given, like protection of like why going to that. So I do not want to say who is blamed, but still that thing is going on. So we hope for the best, that is to get the justice at the earliest.
So when you go to vote a few days later, would Zubin Garg's death be something that may influence your?
No, not for me. No, absolutely. No.
What would you?
It should be a matter because he is a heartthrob of Assam. If he will not get to justice, to the general peoples का क्या होगा? It's a big question.
नहीं नहीं जस्टिस मतलब क्यों लगता है कि कुछ फाउल प्ले हुआ है एसआईटी भी बनी यहाँ पे
Foul, the foul play came into picture because of our CM. We are not discussing about Zubin Garg death as foul. The Assamese people are at their saddest moment. Zubin Garg death still creates a large hole in the Assamese culture, Assamese society. Then our CM comes and he talks that Zubinok hotta kora hoise. And he says that there are 3 people in the incident. So we are not. We how can we never meet Zubin in our lifetime. So how can we talk about Zubin's death? He died in the Singapore. I think no one of us even see the Singapore in real life. So we can't say, and it's under jurisdiction. So we can't say about the justice, the foul play, we can't. But as a CM, if he says that Zubin Garg death is a foul, 3 people are
arrested
arrested and 3 people are interested in that foul play. So why we should not trust him? We have to trust our CM. He is our CM. He is not CM of other state. He is our CM. If our CM is saying something, we have to trust them. We respect his share. And from his share, there should not be misinformation. Misinformations are welcoming from social media, Facebook accounts, not from Chief Minister office. So
is he misinforming you are you suggesting that
I don't know. The matter is under jurisdiction. So we cannot say he is misinformation, he giving misinformation or information. We can't say like that. But the judiciary and the government are 2 different organs. There are separation of power in our democracy, in our constitution. So he has to respect our separation. He has to keep his mouth shut on this type of topic.
what do you have to say
Yes, I agree with him on this point. I think the death of Zubin Garg should be kept aside from politics. I think Himanta Biswa Sarma saying those things was not appropriate on Zubin Garg. And I think that is why I think Zubin Garg, as we know, he was a very different man. He was an artist and he did not, care about politics and all. He was a free spirit and he was the heartthrob of Assam. He wanted to, put Assam.
but he was
represent Assam.
anti-BJP
Yes,
he
he
was
was.
anti-CA
Yes, he was. I know. But deep down, he was an artist, and I do not think that after his death, it was a very sad. It was a very sad moment. I think in the modern times, it was the saddest moment for Assam, the death of Zubin Garg, because he was so intertwined with this state. So losing him was like losing a part of our state. And now I think turning this thing political, I do not agree with it, and I do not agree with the CM. I do not agree with other parties as well. I don't think anyone should turn this into a political thing. I think personally, it was an accident. This is my personal opinion. And I think we need to let Zubin Garg rest and get his peace. I do not think we need to make this an issue anymore.
do you also think politics is being played over Zubin Garg's death
Yes, to some extent it is played, but as they have said that it should not be the matter of politics. Zubin Garg murder case. Murder case or what case we also do not know, but CM has said that it was a murder. So he should not make such statement regarding that, because that is the duty of the judiciary and the police administration to investigate. So he should not मतलब उस मैटर को उनको पॉलिटिक्स में लाना ही नहीं चाहिए था from my point of view.
what do you say
Definitely not only Himanta Biswa Sarma, that is CM, has took out this matter. Leaders like Akhil Gogoi and many such leaders all have took up this matter, like Zubinok Hottya Kora Hol, like Zubin Garg has been murdered. And being a responsible CM, he could not make his mouth shut. Definitely he can't do it, because if there is any raising topic that is being burning, and how the Assam was been have been typically, I can say, locked down for 3 days. So that time, how can a CM could not make any statement regarding it? He have to make any statement. So I don't see that it has been politically driven, because still now no campaigning has been done by the government on the name of Zubin Garg. And Zubin Garg is completely different matter, and our vote will never be inspired by that. That much I know.
Do you all agree that voting behavior will not change because of the Zubin Garg death and how politics is
It is
influenced?
true. The voting will not. Our voting will not. This for this incident. Due to this incident, our voting is not going to change, because this is a common thing. This is a juridical thing. This is a thing of our Zubin Garg. We love Zubin Garg too much. In night when we sang sometimes Zubin Garg song in bathroom, and suddenly we feel loneliness that Zubin is no more, and it's not acceptable for us till this moment. But we are not. We can just request. There are two big men, Gaurav Gogoi, Himanta Biswa Sarma, Akhil Gogoi. We have wait for hours to meet them. So they are two big men than us. So we just, as a student, we just can request them to please not bring our heart to the politics. If you are interested in too much in politics, there are lots of many things Assam has to answer. There are lots of many things you can do politics on. Please don't bring Zubin Garg to politics. He is beyond politics. And there is no such requirement for Amiu Zubin, Moyu Zubin release. There is no requirement for Zubinok 100 দিনৰ ভিতৰত ন্যায় দিম. And I also request the opposition. There is no need to mention Zubin Garg's justice in your manifesto. You can't give justice.
That's all from me from Dibrugarh University.